All right, guys, welcome back. We got the showcase, the Warpath, the left side. I'll show you what I used. I used America Chavez for the first Nova fight. I can get a couple, I do go for a couple intercepts, but at the same time, she's just going to be hitting extremely hard. The main thing here is that there is a falter timer every 6 seconds unless you are getting a hit in and refresh that timer. So really, you just need to get into a nice rotation where he's spamming special ones. You do want to keep up your negative zone, so the full heavy, in order to help with his power gain. But really, for the most part, it is just as long as he throws his specials, then you can go ahead and get the evades in. I actually used to not be so great at evading his special 2. I'm still not 100% all the time, but I think he does get an unblockable special 2 on me at one point where he's unblockable, throws it, and I do manage to get the full evade, which is good for me. I'm not always good at that, but I think we do get one, because you need him to throw his specials. That's the only thing here. And even with the protection up, Chavez is hitting really hard, so she works really well for this Nova. I know for some people this was one of the harder fights, but for me, with especially it being the first fight, you can go and redo it a bunch of times if he's not, if the AI is not behaving the way that you would prefer to have it, then it's not so bad. There you see I went for another nice little intercept, got the special 2, but I did push him to 2 bars. He's right at the end here, and it wasn't an unblockable special 2, but just still, it was a nice clean evade on the special 2. So clean fight there with America Chavez. The next fight is Elsa Bloodstone, and this one any mutant will work. The only caveat to this fight is that she has recoils on, like masteries, so she's going to start with a bleed on her. If she has a bleed and you don't have a mutant, you are going to take a bunch of degen. So that is the only thing here. You need a mutant, but she's also, because she has recoil on after every special, she is going to take some damage. She's also going to get that unblockable again after her special because of the like global node, but nothing too crazy with her kit. She's got the arc overload, but again, most mutants, especially with her taking recoil damage, you will get through it pretty easily. I did do this on my other account with only like a rank 4 dust, and it worked really well. So both accounts I used so far for this path, I used America Chavez. I think for this fight, I used dust once, a rank 4 dust, and I used like a 6-star Onslaught on the second account because I don't have the rank, a big 7-star on the other account. So we're going to go up to Prowler. You're going to have someone who can deal with miss, and Serpent is the hard counter here for sure. So very easy with Serpent here, because you start with like a bar of power, you'll just throw a special, and then you have your like True Sense on. You're going to be, it makes for a very easy fight here against Prowler. So I'm just gonna bait special ones and keep attacking in. So I'll let the music play out for this one. Super easy with Serpent, and then I'll see you at the next fight. Okay, next fight is Count Nefaria. The main thing here is combat deja vu, is that you can't do the same attack twice in a row. So I'm going to go with Onslaught here. We're going to go parry, medium, light, medium, and then parry, or like parry heavy or into a special. And I'm going to rotate that between, again, I'm going to go heavy attack, and then I'm going to go parry, medium, light, medium. And then I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to back away. I'm just going to parry, do my heavy attack. And at the same time, I'm going to try and get up a whole bunch of the neuroshocks on him, try and get to a special 2 at some point and drop a big degen on him. But pretty much that's the main focus here, is that if you want the fight to go smooth, you just have to make sure that you don't do the same actions, like same hits twice in a row. And there I do like countering his special 2 more than his, at least I can counter the special 2. I'm not good at countering his special 1. So Onslaught does a phenomenal job here because we're constantly getting damage on him the whole time. And again, I can use strikers, I can use my heavy, and now we got a chance to get our special 2 on him. So it wasn't, yeah, we did get like 10 degens there, so that was nice. But again, that's the only thing I'm focused on is parry, then medium, light, medium, and then a heavy attack, medium, light, medium, and just keep rotating that the whole way through. And it works out very nicely, and we get another relatively clean fight here with Onslaught. So we've got a little bit more to go. Again, I'm just focused more on avoiding like the extra like damage from when you do 2 hits in a row, like 2 hits of the same. So that's all I'm focused on avoiding here. So we got another special 1 in there. We'll get some more some more neuroshocks on, and we are almost down. So I'll let the music play out as we finish this one, and I'll see you at the next fight. Okay, next fight is Spider-Ham, and we already have Serpent on the team here. This one is Painful Retreat. That's the main thing to focus on, is that you're constantly going to be getting a power sting on you above any power stings that you can get from Spider-Ham, but you have, on your 10th hit, it removes that power sting. So once you get your first special up, then you've got your True Sense active. You don't have to worry about his evades for the rest of the fight. He will get his unblockable after his specials, but for the most part, it's not too bad. He does lose that unblockable at some point. I don't think he's unblockable the entire fight there. But the main thing I have to focus on is what is my hit counter at, and do I have a power sting, and is one going to show up? So right now, I have a power sting, but I'm going to get my 10th hit, and then I can throw my special, because the 10th hit is going to remove the power sting, and at the timer, that timer hasn't gone back to give me a power sting yet. So that's the only thing that you really have to focus on this one, is making sure that you only throw your specials when the power sting is not there, so it's going to be on 10 hit increments. So if you, on your 10th hit, if that removes a power sting, and that you're free to get one in, but you can see here I'm at 37 hits. I have a power sting on, so I can go ahead and get 3 hits in, 40, and now I can drop it, my special, before the power sting comes back again. So hopefully that helps you out on this one. So you can, again, I'll let the music play out for the rest of this fight, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, next up is Bastion, which I guess seems a little bit scary because he's new and he's got Hazard, Shift, Incinerate, and Shock. But Onslaught, Bastion is actually a phenomenal Onslaught counter, but Onslaught works extremely well for this fight because the Hazard Shift is just going to feed his Neuroshocks the entire time, and the only thing you need to do is be aware that you can evade and heavy counter his special one pretty easily. I didn't go for the full evade because I didn't want to get wrecked by it, but if you like block the first beam, maybe dash the second beam, block the third, and evade the last bit, then you can get a really nice heavy counter off the special one to pause all those Neuroshocks. So here I'm going to go ahead, dash the second one, block the third, and then dash away from that last part, and then get it. So again, I'm going to block, evade, and then get a really nice clean heavy counter to his special one. And once you get that, it's really not so bad. You apply a ton of Neuroshocks, drop that, build up to a special 2, drop it on him. So again, I'm going to evade the second part, block the third, and there I just forgot to, I evaded too much there on the last one to go for the heavy counter. But for the most part, Onslaught's going to make absolute quick work of Bastion here. If he does get to a special 2, you can just block it, and it's very easy to block his special 2 if it's not unblockable, which it won't be here, and then you can just counter it very easily. He'll just kind of stand there after the special 2 and you can go in and attack. So if you haven't done Bastion yet, like here, he's going to sit there for a long time after his special 2 and give you a nice big opening to go in and counter. So again, I'll let the music play out for the rest of this one, and I'll see you at the next fight. All right, this is the hardest fight for me on this particular run. If you happen to have a Nico Minoru who has poison and access to poison and rupture immunity, then she is absolutely perfect. I did pull a 6-star from on my other account and absolutely wrecked this fight super easy with Nico Minoru. But if you don't have that, I tried Dust here. I did pretty well. She's poison immune, but not rupture immune, and it gets a little dicey to try and play this Korg, because the more you evade against Korg, the more you're feeding his unblockable and unstoppable, so that's no fun. But I still managed to kind of wait out this first rupture piece, get in and get a decent amount of damage here. We'll try to get his rock stacks down with light attacks and utilize the striker there, get some decent damage in. I've also seen people go do much better job than what I did with Onslaught. So I did manage to get him down. Again, I didn't use any items. I got a big chunk down with Dust. I got a little bit more down with Onslaught, and then finished the fight off with Serpent. So not perfect here, but again, there are way better options and better ways to play this Korg, but this was definitely the more annoying one for me if you don't have someone that can deal with the poison and rupture dual immunity there. But again, Nico Minoru was absolutely excellent. If you have, even as a 6-star, rank 4, worked really, really, really well. So I'll let the music play out on this one. I do die twice, but no items were used. All right, last but not least is the final boss here, which is a Sersi, stun immune, and again, she goes unblockable after her specials. I used Rintrah, who I heard was really good because I needed another option because on my other account, I used Shothra, who's phenomenal for Sersi here. So I did use Shothra on the other account for it. On this one, I've used Rintrah here. And so I got a solo with Shothra, and I ended up getting a solo here with Rintrah. I did try Wiccan on the other account, but I didn't do as well with that one on one of the runs. But here, Rintrah worked phenomenally well. I do get hit at the beginning a bunch of times there, but for the most part, I was able to get my intercepts in, try and prevent her from throwing a heavy so she doesn't get her glancing up, try and make sure that you have the neutralize up as much as possible. And if you can actually get her into the corner and get your root going, and if you get lucky with your crits on your special too, then you can do a ton of nice damage. Plus you're getting a whole bunch of, you can get a whole bunch of damage in a short period of time. But even there, I do get hit at the beginning of this one before I got into a nice rhythm of this fight. But again, every time she throws the special, I'm not good at dashing in after Sersi's special because I'm always very far away to stay away from getting stunned. So it's pretty difficult for me. So I just went with intercepts the whole time. So I just waited until I could get an intercept in. If she had a bar of power or 2 bars of power, I'm just going to go back. I'm going to evade the special and then try and get her on a dash back and get her into the corner and try and get the root going when I can get my charges up and I can get some nice big special twos. So that's what I did here, and it worked out really well. It was slow and steady, but worked extremely well with Rintrah. Again, Rintrah is not even someone that I play a heck of a lot all the time, so I might not even be doing it perfectly, but there are a lot of things here that I was focused on, especially just evading her specials, which I'm not particularly good at all the time. I went for that special too just to get some damage in here, finally get into the corner, but I wasn't utilizing the my root yet to take a bunch of hits. Eventually I do get back into a good rotation where I'm trying to do it quote unquote properly, but I was happy with getting the solo. So again, let me know who you used for the left side in the comments down below. Hopefully this helps you out, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye bye.